Hello everyone, myself Ranjit Kumar. I am an astronomy educator with Space India. In this video, we are going to unbox the 50mm refractor telescope. So let's unbox the 50mm refractor telescope. So here I unbox the 50mm refractor telescope. So let's check for the parts first. When I unbox the 50mm refractor telescope, I can see a manual about the telescope. So how to assemble, how to point, so those instructions are mentioned in this manual. So I'm going to keep this manual aside. So I can see a tripod. So I'm going to remove the cover from the tripod. Yes. So I'm going to keep the cover aside. So I can see, you can see there is one more cover at the inside as well. So I'm going to remove that cover as well. So my tripod is done. So this part of the telescope is called as optical tube, and in this optical tube, let me remove the cover from this as well. You can see in this optical tube the telescope is closed. So we can remove and we can open this like this, and you can see there is a diagonal over here. So generally what will happen when we remove cover from the optical tube, this may fall down. So what we have to do, we have to first check for this and it is properly attached or not. So we can insert in this and we can tighten this screw for this to make it not come out of the telescope optical tube. So I'm going to keep this aside as well. So we have two eyepieces. So we have two eyepieces, one 20mm and one 12.5mm. So I'm going to remove. Yes, you can see. So we have these two eyepieces. With 12.5mm eyepiece, we can see the objects 29 times closer, whereas in 20mm eyepiece, we can see the object 18 times closer. So this is the basic difference between the two eyepieces. So generally, it is good for beginners to begin with 20mm eyepiece. So I am going to take the 20mm eyepiece. So I have taken, and one 12.5mm eyepiece I am going to put in the box and keep it aside. So I am going to close this box as well. So we have one more thing. This is called alt-as screw. You can see a nut is attached with a screw. This screw is called as alt-as screw. So let's assemble the 50mm refractor telescope. So first, make a tripod ready. You can just stretch the tripod. So yes, make the tripod ready, and you can see there is a hole in the tripod, and there are two holes on the optical tube as well. What we have to do, we have to coincide these two holes, and when we coincide, make sure you have to remove the nut from the alt-as screw. You can see there is a place for the nut as well. I think both the holes are coincide as well. So I am going to insert the screw from this side, and I am going to keep the nut on the opposite side, and then once I keep the nut on that side, I am going to just rotate this thing. Rotate the screw. So when I rotate the screw, it's tight, fine. So now the optical tube is attached with the mount. The diagonal is already inserted. So now you can see there is a cap cover this. So what we have to do, we have to loosen the screw. We have to remove the cap from this, and we have to put the eyepiece over here. And see, it is not fully inserted. So what we have to do, we have to loosen this. So now you can see it is done. So you have to tighten the screw, make sure this will not come out of the telescope. So now my telescope is ready. We can remove the telescope cap to view the objects. Before pointing an object from the telescope, we have to make sure that our telescope can see maximum. So to check that, what I am going to do, I am going to just make the telescope to move up. Oh, but my telescope is not moving after this, not able to move my telescope after this. So generally this telescope is called as altitude azimuth mount telescope, because the mount we used here is altitude azimuth mount. What is azimuth? The side movement, sideways movement is called as azimuthal movement, whereas altitude, height movement. So you can see height, but my telescope can go maximum this height, but I have to see the object which are exactly above my head as well. So here we did a mistake. So what we have to do, if your telescope is not moving up after this, what we have to do, we have to remove the screw from the optical diagonal on this tripod, and then take the optical diagonal up, and then rotate like this and then put it, make coincide with this. So yes, now if I make the maximum altitude movement, you can see now I can see the object which are at the top of my head as well. We can see maximum movement, we can see all the sides. Okay. Once we pointed the object, this movement should not be happen. So I will tell you how to lock the telescope once we pointed the object. So first let's understand how to point an object. To point the object from the telescope, you can see there is a flat surface and we have two edges. Consider any one edge. So let's say I consider this edge. So what I am going to do, let's say I want to point the camera first. I am going to close one of my eyes and I am going to point my open eye on the telescope, on this edge of the telescope, and then whatever the object I want to see, that should come in front of the frontal area of the telescope. So let's say I am going to capture this. So yes, I keep my eyes and my camera is also there. Fine. So my camera is there, I pointed the camera. So after doing this, so what we can do, we can keep our eye on this side as well, eyepiece. So we can do some minimum movements like top and bottom movement, left and right movement. So once we got the object may be blurred. So in that case, what we have to do, you can see there are two knobs. So these two knobs we use to focus the things. So depending upon your eyesight, you can focus with the help of these two knobs. So once focus is set, so what we have to do, you can see this screw as well. So you can tighten this screw. So if you tighten the screw, your telescope will not move. So now if you tighten this, we can control the left to right movement, that is azimuthal movement. You can see now it is not movable. To lock the altitude movement, we have to tighten this. So once it is done, we can keep our eye here and we can see the object whatever we want to see. So I hope you enjoyed this demonstration video. Thank you.